here is how I recommend introducing a puppy to a baby. So I'm gonna bring Mr. President. See, that to me will be too much. And there we go. He's actually uncertain about the presence of my friend Hunter here. That can become aggression, by the way. Look, he's growling. Definitely very important, you know, everybody in the family, everybody on the human side, we don't overreact or react negatively to that. The first step is, how do you react? Is calmly relax. If you don't feed into it, just agree with it. See, the closer they are to what they're afraid of, the less they bark at it. There you go. That's what we want. Relax right here. Surrender to the presence, you know. That's what I want. I want him to surrender to Hunter's presence, not to be afraid of Hunter's presence. They need to understand boundaries from early age. That shows signs of respect. We're helping him to come out with a different way of dealing with the situation, which is, you know, avoid or ignore, and that sends him, instead of going from fight and flight, which he did, that's what he was doing. He went and hide, that's flight, and then he started barking, that was fight. So now what I'm saying is go to avoidance, and then eventually he goes to submission. You can use treats as a way to have the puppy associate the baby with a positive experience. There you go. Now you can share a little bit. Just a little bit. This. There you go. So right now we're just removing his focus. See, they can only do one thing at a time, or the focus on the chicken or the focus on the baby. So at the same time, you know, very nice. That was actually very important. The Lindsay just created an understanding. Don't come and eat the chicken over us. You know, you can eat the chicken away from us, you know, an inch away from us. There you go, then you reward that. So it's just a matter of, you know, you just have to wait for that moment, you know, where he gives you relaxation. That's right. Next, it was Angel's turn to meet Hunter. Notice how different Angel's reaction is to Hunter. This is, to me, a more typical, more natural, a much easier state of mind. There you go. Look at how gentle he is. See, Mr. President did not approach this gentle. Mr. President just throw himself in it, and so that's why we have to make sure we act quickly with Mr. President. See how gentle he is, smelling, and he's curious about it. We want curiosity to see how he's staying with distance away from, and the energy is very, very nice. There you go. This is what we want. Very good. And of course, you know, dad or uncle or any relative can totally reward that state. We have to take the state of mind dependent on how they react, so we can actually say all bulldogs must be treated this way, because you might find a bulldog that behave this way, you know. As I told you earlier, bulldogs don't use their nose as much. That's why we are working so hard for Mr. President to use his nose more often. You saw them when Angel came into the picture, the first thing he went is to smell everybody around or the floor. So that lets you know, this dog that we bring him around the baby is using the nose. So it's more likely for him to act, you know, more instinctual and actually more nurturing to the situation. And you, look at how the ears fall down, and you can see it in his expression of his eyes, that he's using the same amount of energy the Hunter is using just to be with each other. That's why, you know, it's very important, this part, because this part really tells the brain, you know. Although Cosmo isn't a puppy, I want you to see another way to create boundaries when there is a baby involved. We want for them to, every time they see you with the baby, to go to the highest level of being gentle around. Okay. So they go, That's excitement. There we go. See it? So the more, yeah. So the more you create the boundaries, the more they learn to do it from here. There we go. See that? That's distance, not as much as I would like. A little bit more than. So you can create a bigger circle just for them to come in from over here. And eventually they're going to lower their head. That's good. Walk in. That's right. See, what we want to create is rules, boundaries, limitations for her. That she has the authority to create that because her scent tells the brain what to do.
Like a bubble around her.
Like a bubble around her.
Okay.
Wait, because you might.
Let's review. Number 1. Always be careful when introducing a puppy or any dog to a baby for the first time. 2. Make sure you are in a calm, assertive state and your puppy is in a calm, submissive state when introducing a baby. 3. Make sure your puppy gets clear boundaries regarding the baby.